Reverend Father Brito, fathers, brothers, and sisters, wish you all a wonderful Independence Day tomorrow. Youth is my audience. Youth is my constituency. All of you young women and men stand at the threshold of tomorrow, not just of your lives, but of the life of our nation. On your young shoulders rests not just the promise, but the responsibility of steering our beloved India. I have been where you are now some 30 odd years ago. When I was your age, I had not seen or even heard of a mobile phone. The internet was a technological development with no relevance to my life that I knew of. And my family owned the only television set in our neighborhood, black and white, of course, which we generously shared with the community. But we were inheritors of a proud legacy. We reveled in our constitution, the leaders who made us independent, our moral superiority in the community of nations. We were Indians and we were free. We are Indians and we are free. सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदुस्तान हमारा. We held on to the belief that India would throw off its shackles and emerge as an economic and political superpower. Soon, yes, very soon. I recently read an article in The Guardian. The title said, India has 600 million young people and they are set to change the world. The subheadline read, this new generation is motivated. It combines the cultural values of a traditional Asian family with the life goals of an American teenager. I felt that familiar surge of pride and began reading with enthusiasm. But the rest of the article shamed me. It describes how Indians made a livelihood out of call center scams, how entire towns specialize in internet scamming and purveying pornography. It appeared from the article and the comments below it that India's so-called promise has already been written off by the rest of the world. It set me thinking. Okay. Is this the legacy that we wish to leave our future? Is this the image that we should project as a nation? Does success and pragmatism mean that ethics and values are to be jettisoned? Is this how we wish to grow? A country of techie whiz kids who specialize in scams. It brought home to me the importance of going back to basics. What do I want the future Indian to be? What do I want you to be? I began to draw a pen portrait of the Indian that I want to see before me, the Indian I wish to be. I will share just 3 aspects of my dream Indian with you, and you can figure out the rest. I want my Indian to be healthy, fit, and strong, physically and mentally. When I was leading the sports department, I launched the Fit India movement, which aims to make fitness as part of every Indian's life in Karnataka. Fitness does not mean being muscular or slim. It is to be able bodied in the complete sense of the word, to make exercise part of one's daily regimen, to steer clear of both starvation and obesity. My Indian helps her and his fellow countrywomen and men to be free of the ills of poverty, malnutrition, and morbidity. I want my Indian to be free of substance abuse or depression, to be mentally fit. I implemented the Yuva Spandana program when I was heading the youth department, which addresses mental health issues that youth face. I want my Indian to be free of the prejudices of class, caste, or language bias. I want my Indian to be happy. Second, I want my Indian to be global, global in outlook and local in action. Gandhiji said, I do not want my house to be walled in on all sides and my windows to be stuffed. I want the culture of all lands to be blown about my house as freely as possible. But I refuse to be blown off my feet by any. This is what Gandhiji said. Never stop learning. This is how it translates to me. Cultivate a scientific temper. I want engineers among you to adapt sophisticated technologies for the use of rural India. Recently, I met a student of Harvard who had set up a solar battery system to electrify a village. Another had developed a solar cooker costing a few hundred rupees. I want the doctors among the youth to bring modern medicine to the masses. Learn about artificial intelligence and robotics and then learn to apply it here. My son traveled to Canada to learn advanced techniques of functional neurosurgery, which he now uses to treat poor and middle class epilepsy patients in his hospital. It is not always necessary that you should travel. The television, the internet, and that forgotten treasure, books, are all awaiting your attention. Thirdly, my Indian is ethical and socially responsible. Bharatiyar sang, தனி ஒரு மனிதனுக்கு உணவு இல்லவெனில் இந்த ஜகத்தினை அழித்திடுவோம். And it is translates as, if one single person suffers from starvation, we will destroy the entire world. I want you to be ambitious, aspirational, aim for the stars. But ambition is not selfishness. Aspiration is not unscrupulousness. It is the fault of my generation that we took values for granted. We simply told all of you, study hard, become a doctor, engineer, whatever. We did not tell you, pursue your goals through legitimate means. Be truthful. Avoid envy and jealousy. Do not hurt or harm another human being. Be humble. I am making up for that lapse now. It is not too late. You can win by playing fair. You can reach the top without trampling on another. You can rise high by extending a hand of support to someone less privileged than you, someone who needs your help. As a law student, my daughter spent her weekends giving legal aid to the poor. Now she is a young lawyer with no weekends. She volunteers her Sunday evenings at a home for abandoned animals. Extend a hand to another in friendship or in comfort and never draw it back. My dear young fellow Indians, I have drawn a portrait for you of a healthy, happy, ethical, and socially responsible Indian, global in vision and local in action. It is up to you to choose the life that you want, to be the Indian that you will be. I have faith that you will make the right choices and make us a proud nation. Jai Hind. Thank you all.